So I want to share another dream. Ever since a brother of mine prayed for me and my brothers and sisters to have dreams from the Father, I've been having a lot of them lately, so I'm going to share this one. This one I started in a building, and I was flying around in this building trying to find a way outside of this building. I felt like a bird in a cage. I just wanted to get outside of this building so I could fly free. Every time I found a door that I thought looked like was a door that would lead outside, it would come out to like an awning that had walls with just big windows around it. It was like an outdoor awning, but it had walls with windows, and I wasn't able to get fully outside, even though I thought that it was the way outside, but it was really not. It would just lead to an outdoor awning with windows, and so it wasn't really outside. It was just an outdoor patio type place with walls with big windows around it. So anyway, I did that 2 or 3 times and just found these really big outdoor patios that I wasn't able to get out, and I just had big windows and just looked like I was outside, but I wasn't. So I'd go back into the inner part of the building to try to find maybe another level of the building. I remember I was kind of in like a big, like, I don't know if it was like a hotel or like a big business building, but I was definitely in an inner city building, a hotel or a business building of some sort. It had many levels of it. And I remember thinking, well, I'll get on the elevator and I'll go to the very top floor and I'll find a way to the top of the building and then I can just fly. I can just fly on top of this building and just fly and then be out of this building. So I go to the elevator and the elevator door opens, and I remember being very cautious of getting inside this elevator. I kind of just put just one foot in there just to kind of test the floor to see how stable this elevator was. The moment I put my foot in there, kind of tested it, pushed it down a little bit, the elevator just completely fell to the bottom of the elevator shaft. And I was like thinking, well, I'm glad I didn't go in there. So I turned around, and all of a sudden these doctors came to me, and they were treating me like I was a psychosis patient. Like I had schizophrenia. Like all of a sudden I was being treated like a schizophrenia patient. And they were like, it's okay. We're going to calm you down. We're just going to give you this shot and you're going to calm down. And they were going to give me this shot. And these doctors, they had like these white doctor robes on. They were white, long robes that went all the way down to their knees. And they're like, it's okay. Just calm down. We're going to give you this will calm you down. We're just going to give you this shot and it'll calm you down. And I remember telling them no. I was fighting them, and I fought them to the point where I was able to get the shot in my hand. And I told them, I was like, step back or I'm going to shoot you with whatever this is. And they were like, they put their hands up in there in the air, and they were like, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help you. And I was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And I was like, step back or I'll shoot you with whatever's in this needle. And they were like, okay. And they stepped back a little bit, and they were like, all right, it's okay. We're just here to help you. And I threatened him again with the needle. And then I remember thinking about really actually shooting them up with the needle. And then I was like, no, you can't do that. That wouldn't be right. So I ended up just dispersing whatever was in the needle onto the floor. I just emptied the needle onto the floor, and everything that was in the needle, whatever liquid was in it, I dispersed onto the floor, and I ended up dropping the needle on the floor, and I flew away. And I remember getting to an upper part of the building, and I went through this doorway onto an awning that actually had an opening for me to be able to fly away and get out of this building. So finally, I was able to fly and get out of this building. And I got out of the building, and I remember flying above the highway that was next to this building. It was a really busy city that I was in. And the highway that I was next to was a very busy street. It was bumper to bumper car traffic. And I remember looking down on the highway, and there was a bunch of cop cars in this traffic. And I knew that they were after me. So I started flying, try to get out of the city to get away from these cop cars. Well, then a Black Hawk helicopter started chasing me. And I was not able to outfly this Black Hawk helicopter. So I remember just stopping in the air and just hovering in the air. And I just stopped because I knew I wasn't going to be able to outfly this helicopter. This Black Hawk helicopter started circling me in the air as I was just hovering there in the air. It started circling me and circling me. And I thought for sure, they're going to shoot me. And I'm going to be dead right here in the air. They never did, though. And I flew away from the Black Hawk helicopter. And I flew under this huge marble awning that was in the front of the entryway of this building. It reminded me of a Las Vegas casino, like, hotel awning. If you've ever been to Vegas, they have like these big, huge marble awnings that all the cars and taxis and stuff go under at the doorways of these casinos. Well, anyway, I flew under one of those. And I don't know if it was a casino. It was definitely a casino/hotel. But I also felt like maybe it was the president's tower, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not sure. I didn't see the letters on the building or anything, but I felt like it was one of his buildings. And I flew under that awning to seek refuge from the helicopter. Well, while I was underneath this awning, there was a bunch of Middle Eastern people with briefcases. And they were walking into this building. And I was like, thinking like, why are all these Middle Eastern people here to do business? And anyway, so I think that symbolized something there. Just hint, hint, wink, wink. But anyway, so then I flew out from underneath that awning, and I decided I've got to find the main highway, and I've got to get out of this city. I believe that this city was either New York or a city in Florida, but I'm almost positive this was New York City, because when I was flying above the cop cars, they were blue. And I don't think cop cars in Florida are blue. They're like a dark green color. The stripes on them. Stripes, I'm almost positive I was in New York. Could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. And so when I flew out from underneath this awning, I went to the main highway. And again, I was hovering above the highway trying to find my way out of the city. And it was bumper to bumper traffic. Again, I could see bumper to bumper traffic. And that was the end of my dream.